Guys, the way job no dey this country is like, if a plate pay and they go your kiss straight. I hear say brothers they do 2 to 3 jobs for that side. Oh,
Kofi, I agree with you. My bro will complete university like 4 years this. Do they search for job? You rep application like 200. All for water inside.
Money bank.
You for straight safe.
Guys. All this unemployment where they go on for this country inside will be sorted out by John Mahama and the NDC's 24-hour economy policy. Easy.
Hey, how you go do
Simple. John Mahama and the NDC say they will encourage and support certain businesses, make them operate 24/7, preferably on the 3-shift system of 8 hours each, by creating an enabling environment that will promote productivity, competitiveness, and well-paying jobs for us after school.
Good. I mean, make a busy question. We kind companies and businesses with John Mahama and the NDC they refer to?
The 24-hour economy go primarily but not exclusively focus on agro-processing, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, constructions, mining and acquiring industries, leisure and hospitality, the sanitation and waste management, digital startups, business process outsourcing, retail centers, financial services, modern markets, transportation services. Some public institutions like the Ports and Harbour, Customs, DVLA, and Passport Office are all included. What the BME be saying, there are no limits to companies and businesses who go benefit from the 24-hour economy policy.
Hey, Mensa. You sure say this 24-hour economy system go few way?
Kofi Pa, no be you way right there. You talk say, manage they work 2 to 3 jobs for Yonki a day. So how you figure it happen?
Word. The 24-hour economy, it happened for UK, France, Germany, Sydney, and South Korea. So it happened for you.
See. This idea be very sweet. I'm not gonna lie, it be very sweet. Why people they carry one district, one factory, planting for food and jobs, moving from taxation to production. Where these ideas all pass? They all 10 beans. That be me my problem. Trust.
Guys. Make you not forget say or see a day your John Mahama and the NDC we build the Atwabo gas plant. The Terminal 3 for the Kotuka International Airport. And the Meridian Port Service Terminal. We right now, sir, it be the 2nd largest harbor for the West Coast. Where them all to the web 24/7 as we speak.
Then man, if you happy no, guys, me and they talk something no. But trust there, your Mahama they stand to among all of them.
Vote for John Mahama, the nation builder, and the NDC for a 24-hour economy. Ejuma Pankwa.
Daddy, I think it is time I put my business plan of opening a snack bar into action.
Really? But why now?
Why not now? I have been paying close attention to John Mahama's 24-hour economic policy, and I think it is really going to boost the leisure and hospitality industry. You know, when people go to work throughout the day, they would definitely need something small in their tummies, and I'll be there to serve them.
But I thought I was the only one who listens to news in this house.
No.
Says the man born before computers.
Tell him.
See, we have the news right here on our phones, and we are keenly following John Mahama's 24-hour economy policy digitally.
Digital man.
Yes, I mean this. Yes. And one thing I can be sure one. Since the launch of my online delivery system, things have really been picking up, and it will be great to have the support of the government to grow beyond the borders of Ghana. And with the 24-hour economy policy, government will be able to provide an atmosphere of improved security and public safety, and also a well-regulated and monitored private security to facilitate round-the-clock activities to make it more safe for us to serve our clients no matter the time of the day.
Well, for civil servants who work with the Passport Office, DVLA, Customs, Ports and Harbour like me, running the 8-hour shift system will help relieve the large customer traffic we have to deal with within the current 8 to 4 p.m. system. We can effectively serve Ghanaians and foreigners within the shortest time.
Hey, madam, I didn't know you also pay attention to the 24-hour economy policy too.
It is what everyone is talking about. I will be glad to work in the afternoon shift than run off to work in the morning. I leave that for the younger generation.
You are really too old for that. And old boy, what are your thoughts?
Well, I will take advantage of the tax exemptions, the cheaper and reliable electricity, and more importantly, the government's support to scale up my juice manufacturing company for local consumption and for export. Look, obey a pinso or chrome.
Please obey. In a 24-hour economy, is it?
You know what to do. Vote for John Mahama, the nation builder, and the NDC for a 24-hour economy. Ejuma Pankwa.
Once a president, a candidate is voted as president, his running mate is deemed to have been voted.
Yes.
And two, if the president is indisposed today, or he's out of the jurisdiction today, it is the vice president who occupies his shoes until he returns to post. So if Bawumia was in that position and is now telling Ghanaians that that position is so useless, you can't do anything with the position of a vice president, I think it is even an insult to the Constitution of Ghana. Then we probably should listen to Bawumia and abolish the position of vice president because it's useless. How can you talk like that to the people of Ghana? That is why I'm saying that statement is the most pathetic statement I ever heard from anyone aspiring to become president of Ghana.
Live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM. The hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics. Here the Ebrewo and National so say and a Thursday the 22nd of February 2024 in the year of our Lord. And some of the Ebrewo no enra na esewani ensase catch or peace council any political parties I would do ono omo Asia na semo kopie mo de na enye asem ketua. NDC amonyokuo no the largest opposition party in Ghana omuyi National Women's Organizer Dr. Louisa Hanabisiu and the co-representative omo ho ne nrade asi ho de yebemo aso ati ensem ni nyina na eye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia December 12, 2023 what the to just say oma create about 2.1 million jobs na ehun ensem no say ena eneyi yewa ye de ebra of fact checks say ene city eneyi yes statistical service report omode aba quarter a year third quarter of year 2023 say ena ewo ena say ena Bawumia so aka da bia makachi was say media madwuma ne say da bia meba Bawumia ni petro ne medi betwi fom na ma hu say de obedi atu bibi bi obeka bi e atro bi obedi bia no meba me de no kure no ebebre eye Ghana for and also endie eno ye de ne kire ye mrase bedwafie nso a eho aye hye sansa majority leader we munyafo chairman sabonsu ya ye mrase bedwani edematemomofo omo woso ame abeto ampeso aso no will resign as majority leader ho nsam no say ena ekoso parliament say na nei atmosphere na ewo parliament na etesen ni nyina no ye bema wahu ensema wodo a ekoso na eye Thursday nei ye beche sika bebre start 274 hash na wasende waselect point from number 1 wabo 1 na to 5 Ghana 2 na to 10 Ghana na eja wotemu se ya na chese yeko mraso se o me draw na usu betimi aye lucky winner nti make sure say uso ode hu ebewura eye mensa akadwumadi no na so enei watumi yes ka kese ede akofie we nyina ye nsema wodo a enei yede ebema hu ewo dwumadi no so amuzo eba clinical sisua utina echi pinti Medimosis a clinic and herbal center also na Safari Valley Eco Resort Power Specialist Herbal Hospital Hebron Hills International School NS Natural Mineral Water jumakwada roma ene techira yede dwumadi ebro medin ede Mugabe Maase obetimi afreme capacity man medami hu semete om na maba afi yeba yebeje bre na yede nsem no mu chirichiri mu nyina no yede ni nyina bro ene eya Thursday Chris Dugan obetene kan odwumadi so sanso ena ye papa ye honorable Ashama former MP for Boom constituency in the Hotel region of the Republic of Ghana obeti honorable so enka ene dwumadi ni beyede tweben wo TV no na tweben wo fidie no na ha ɛna Ghana for tie san say evidence base yitumira ne akyerese e ba sese ya 1 TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics. Yeah, more in all 16 regions across the country. Samsung on Facebook Live, who like it now, we share Power 979 TV as well as at Ghana. Samsung on YouTube, no, SYZ, a broadcasting, not just say, we tell Musana, a Koyan affiliate stations here. A Cheshire, a Mantama, who do Siamonane, London, any a year, Virginia, or America, mem, Ninano, or Mo ATB, now almost. Should yashasi a beshase e dey free enra stakeholders conference a omo tumi ekoso e Ghana ha National Peace Council omo na sadwumadie Peace Council for na nesi omo na so ehwe de be yasumdwi asem bibia betumi akonkan 7 December 2024 abato a eba beto abawomia eba bewie ebawomia eba bewe na enei Peace Council for no sesen say abatuo no vigilantes ni sa niema no e wase yetime sign peace park ye agreement bi eto wase de be ya political party bi obekwa akoye basabasa obekwa vigilantes na wode adi na chini ade no asotwe bi wo ho a ye de ebema nanu hana bisu ene ko represent NDC bibi sa Peace Council for mo ho Peace Council for no mo Ghana ha omu wodo e wotema e de manipa wo Ghana ha ayawa so weso agoni o Peace Council wo Ghana ha Ghanaians want to know say Peace Council woman that so exist in this country yo mo kan dey asem dear peace Council for wo Ghana ha na ensanfo ajemesa di wo Ghana ha limited registration e course so ne ajemesa ye wo Ghana ha nyina ye declare results ye nya different results by 5 na Peace Council for more Ghana ha ya to aba ye ku nipa ewo eye Ablekuma Central na Peace Council no more Ghana ha ya to aba 2020 obi wu ye ewo eye ododio na Peace Council more Ghana ha ya to aba ma abofra wanya 12 years ewu Savilego in the northern region of the Republic of Ghana na Peace Council no more Ghana ha we never keep Peace Council no more Ghana ha nya chomfo no mo Ghana ha nya chom Peace Council na mo Ghana ha nya chom Peace Council nya chomfo na mo Ghana ha ya to abama ye bo nipa makomaku 8 etu 2020 omu wu ya ebesi nei ya ye prosecute obi na Peace Council na mo Ghana ha una afrikini ena na mo pia mo yimuti ya de be hia mo pep ibisi munye asofo atade ni wo na munyi manim say MPP na mugina wo machi na moya adwuma de ma wo mo Peace Council my foot Peace Council my foot ya to about Ghana ha under this democratic dispensation under the Fourth Republic ya to about from Rollins Kofo Mills Mahama ya to about manipa makoko ahwe ne kwada we kwaso wa ya waso West Wagon by elections ya bo MP asum eniema sisi ye boni petuo na Peace Council for na mo Ghana ha minim se ya gukura minim se bibi o ha friend Peace Council hwe nipa da se eniema sisi o mani hwe nipa ne ya bo ne sawa ya waso West Wagon na Peace Council for Ghana ha soja for asabre wo mo kwato tutuo ewo various police stations na Peace Council for na mo Ghana ha useless ones managing the affairs of this country. The social force who are Ghana has and a Christian Council and a Peace Council. Massa, ya kasa se Mugabe kasa na no washe. Wasa no ya she. Ya Kenya sa sem guma sum. No ma da no ma sore. Ya NDC ya na nya no ma ba mantene ma baka. MPP ya na nya no ma ba mantene ma baka. Ya hu sa mu ya adwuma, mu pasumdwe. Mon shisha mo da mo nya achom abanfo kan ka tata we yet this way and am afo na do ne na ban Hawa na do ne na ba de Ghana fo akom. Amanfo nwuma Ghana do aguru o Ghana ha. Na peace council fo mo he. Ene mo ma sorry. Samo pedi asumdwe e wo 2024 abatu no. Se de no one na ye ne sa na Yesu ma ye nso be. Asofuna na mo kasa. Mo am peace council asofuna na mo kasa no. Ene mo we. Professor Matemu ene mo we. Peace council wa Ghana ha. Ene yetumi etu amena donko. Amena tete si na sa cathedral. Ye nei asofofo a ewo wo so bi no. Ya de omo akwakọ kopie mu oba omi campaign team. Ya wo hwe wo so no. Bisa wo se ne o peace council wa Ghana ha. Kachima pay. Ni akunipa. Nipa makomako wo hwe. Oba tan constituency in the Bono region of the Republic of Ghana. Oba tan ewui. Seche ni abrante ebonu to pay ekuno. Peace council na mo hen. Peace council my fault. Harabisi waja wo monra. Ana Louisa bisu enu a waja wo mo. Tutuma ne wo mo. Ye kanya nsasam efie nyansa egu wo mutrem. Ye hu se nipa nkwa yenton wo Makola market. Nipa nkwa yenton wo Shama market. Yetimi atena Ghana ha to aba ama ya to aba ama nipa makomako enwotwe ewu. Yenya certain president no abeka useless things akire Ghana for ebesi na den na nadu antimi anfa yakọ sam kura mabusuafo a wo mo hwe wo ma de hye. Useless statement of free president no ba ye say yeah we could do few deaths. Anya oba na anya obusuani a few deaths. Ni anya first yeah deputy speaker of parliament Joe say o some friend Joe Wise another useless statement no abeka che say ankofo no omububo to kun wo no wo ye criminals. Competent court of jurisdiction by the di umasem. Yete Ghana ha yetimi kan okure Mugabe kasa ese ne kasa na no wo hye me meye soft bia mamu mu ye nyaatwon sankofo no mu ye nyaatwon mu na momo ama wo man wei enkoso hwe yete Ghana ha o afakonde sa wokọ eye amama wodo a eye omo aye Mohammed Banzu omo ma ye ku Niger ene Mali ene Burkina Faso ene eye Guinea amama hodo na wo ma ye ku ni nyina no bisa ho se ku na omo ye ni nyina no Burkina Faso ni baba kokura hwere nkwa bisa ho se Niger ku na omo ye no ya na ECOWAS fo peso omo sore na omo kokutia Niger no bisa ho se Niger ku na omo ye no ni baba kokura hwere nkwa na yete na Ghana ha ni ato abayesi anya ku nipa 8 ewo ebesi ne peace council ntimi aka hwe ya sa atwa ya manfie na ya abaye ba akoto aba sankofo no mu abusuafo bi mu oyere wo mba peace council fo no mun nasum yeso na munwene na mummra biem mo kwa back na mo make sure say osifo aye o madwuma say sankofo no mo kodi nyampra sem kokuku nipa no akofo ni nyina no emra ne omo baya dan emra ene omo bedi asana ya kansum biasem e wo 2024 emo na omo kwa dedie ne nwae no de gya omo kwa no omo mafie o ana ya sa bebie foforo agum NDC as a political party some of them nsa be share document biase a mo make sure say sankofo no omo kodi sa nyina prasam kunkum nipa posifo ne sojafo twitu pe ku nipa no wana soma omo here to serve as a deterrent. So obi koye biema ehu bi baba ne se enura bi esimesi ye we no asotwe we no nya ye ntimi koye biem me post ni ami ntutuo ye soja ni ami ntutuo ne mo mahwe se bi ya to aba ne bi asom ye betime ye den aba ho ati edi nkunum afan ati bi di nkunum afan NDC ni people nyina ba kona Ghana da so ho the 6th of March 1957 na ye nya ye fa hodie no Ghana omo beji fa hodie no omo ko fame kroma okọ omo bedi na chi omo nyina omo ko Ghana da so ye den ewo. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation greater. Dr. Louisa Hanabisi, National Women's Organizer of the NDC, on a call representing NDC. He can't adjune chiro omo Yeti Louisa Bisi.
It's a system that comes after you. What do you do when I go to my polling center 4 a.m. and saw this Max Azugu men in tundras? What do you do when the police officer was helpless? What do you do when you had government-sponsored vigilantes holding guns and to the teeth, being led by a police commander to beat members of parliament, to go into a candidate's house and shoot people? A commission was set up. What was it for? They finished and gave a white paper. What was the government's comment? How do you expect that there should be peace in this nation? How do you tell me who was beaten, who was dragged out? I didn't go to the commission because I felt I wouldn't go. But what about those who went and relieved their pain? What happened? Has the Peace Council tackled that issue? No, it hasn't. Election 2020, people died. 14 years old girl was shot dead. A man who just went to observe as part and parcel of our civil responsibility as citizens of this country was shot dead. Women were shot, some survived, some did not. Young ones were killed. What did the state do? What did Peace Council do? Were you able to talk to the president? Those in charge of security, we want to know, because I've seen that in your document. It is written that the issue of 2020 election-related violence could not be addressed. If it couldn't be addressed by them, what are we doing talking about peace? If there's no justice, what are we talking about? What are they saying to us? What are they promising? I know what went on at my conference. We saw military shooting left, right, center. What was it for? And so if I'm going into an election now, you expect me to trust the system and say that I'm going with my 10 fingers, my 2 hands, with my what's it name? Voter's ID card to go and vote? Am I not required to stand there and observe? I have that right. We went to Ascent North. And if you care to know, 4 of our guys were shot. As a political party, we decided not to make noise out of it. We carried them to the hospital and said, we walk over the dead and win the elections. In front of some of us, they came down and launched on some of our guys. We restrained them. But we are not going to restrain anybody anymore. So if you want to talk about peace, Reverend Dr. Chama, respectfully, if we do not want to play and downplay things that do not need to be downplayed in this country, if you want to call the spade, let's tackle it from where the problem is. We want to know those who were prosecuted as far as Ayahuasca Westogon was concerned. Election 2020 was concerned because it was military bullets, not MPP vigilante bullet, not CPP vigilante bullet, not NDC vigilante bullet. And these officers were under a command. We want prosecution for that. Let's move to Edra. What happened? The military officer who went on his knees and fished and gunned down those young ones as though they were birds. What has happened? Compensation is being paid. Who is standing prosecution? So we cannot be in a nation where we keep talking about things around peace. You cannot give me ingredients for Abenkwine and come and request from Katekwine. It's not going to happen. So when you give us ingredients for violence, it's violence that we beget. So if we really want to face it, I will say it here again, as I said before I was ways ago, that nobody will sit down this time for peace, peace, peace. And when you get there, the peace is not observed because we will also be on high alert. As far as we are concerned, we are for peace until we are touched. Right to self-defense is a constitutional right. I think that we need to tackle these issues before you come forward for me to trust National Peace Council, for me to trust anybody. One thing that I know is that I'll attend meetings, but we advise ourselves. That is the naked truth. Anybody here can speak any other language, any other English, anything. And this is my last bit of profile because I bought credit English credit before I came here. Me, I'm a villager. Brofo no ho di. Ti se me bra no ho ka brofo samre we ya. You can trust me that I'm expressing the sentiments of many family members who have suffered because of election violence, not by political platform. If you slap me as MPP, I'll slap you back. If you slap as CPP, you get your slap back. But what do you do when the military who are supposed to defend turn their guns on us? What do you do when the police officers turn their guns on us? What do you do when the national security will arm young men?
Fantastic one. Can you know? Amambo no more memo and omne sankofo. Hana bisu kasa oma yedi obi etime kasa. Na na do ama obi a emmeme nyina da ne ma wo Ghana. Mo meme nyina da ne ma obi etime kasa. Osi for penny for etime kasa. Soja for penny for etime kasa. Prison for etime kasa. Migration for kasa. All the various sectors. And now do ne ba umi ase baby ya. Yasumdue. We are talking about peace. Yanton our market. Asumdue yanton our supermarket. Nipan kwa yanton our supermarket. Nyaton for a moto one and yama when in a Ghana. Asana muniha. Aton for say peace council. Peace council my fault. Mumuni masumdue. Nipa watwena wo mu ye no mo make sure say aban we posifo asede mo dampare on prosecutors ankof say obi ya finance say krata bi ase another NDC yeni mema wo na do so o mema wo ni fi na jomama wo ni mema wo ni fi na do wo so o mema wo ni fi jomama ni mema wo ni fi oh sem na bentra anka atim ni bi hunu abolini asam na abawo kache bi ni be hunu abole ni asam na bentra nanso esi 7 December 2024 esi biem yatwam na twam yese kobo ban ukuni pa wo nkofie wo soja ni wo police ni yese kobo ban make sure say baby a wo kona asumye beba ho ye be kenkai di wadi nkunim eye party A or ye party B no obi asensan no obi akọ ne baby peacefully. Na why wadwene say yaka ya wie no wo na wo kotutuo ase bibia ho a ututuo no ho a na wo so obeka so benyansafo yebu ni be nka na sem your mama dey also do or die no one ye dey ko ehunu bia ni ba bia me kan wan bi before timi hunu NDC o omuni ba bia NDC free buy nembra so se ye kan okura ni nyansasam no echa sa akofo ne efro mo se Christian Council ni Peace Council no mo me anwene ho ye nya atwom muna o man we koso nyina no jomama teso asofo kasa wotabe ene asofo akeka wo kasa e wo Ghana hayete Professor Mate enyansafo yate ene mu nyina makɔhye dem wotabe so hwɛ de hwɛ anima hwan anima de kingdom nya hwɛ anima kingdom bangi ni agunu no ene collection e ba se wo wasore bangi ni agunu ayasa jeli the onu we see wo bangi no yasa de ne consem 15 years wotabe mo te Ghana how wotabe mo so mo pass wotabe te Ghana ha enye issue anaba na be ka say ne sofo baako enya nkwanhia ewo Upper West region eteki John Mahama issue anaba na Fred John Mahama no ma helicopter ekofa nipa no e de ne ba eye nkra ha mo so wotabe timi ba bonte be ka bi papa efa John Mahama ho mo makufu ado no mo pe na ye John Mahama na ye mpe no nyai mo ba wo mi anu ko asa mo se mo ni gene ho asa boni tri koli no mo ni gene ho ye John Mahama na ye ni nyino e you do or die ye de John Mahama kan no an ye de ko this can say mo ko pe mo ba be ntina ye sisi ye nyina na mo Ghana ha na mo nti Jupiter na mo nti Mars enough is enough more fire. Well, yet Ghana ha and in December 2023 na dani on the 12th and about umia beka kire say about we wa create jobs menyuma no Ghana for mabu na nyanyuma ye na do eba ye one ne ba umia no But we also created 2.1 million jobs. And Wakache say the data is there and this cannot be disputed. Can we? In the fourth quarter of the year 2023, the date was 12 December 2023.
This program is a testament to our government's focus on job creation since we came into office. You will all remember that at the time we came into office, unemployment was a real major problem. We even had the Graduate Unemployment Association at that time. So our focus over these last 7 years has been to look at different ways to recruit more people, both by the private sector and the public sector. What I can say in all humility and with all the hard data is that what the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has been able to do in terms of recruiting people in this economy, both by the public sector and the private sector, has not been done by any other government since the independence of this country. We have recruited in the public sector and the private sector a total of 2.1 million people in the last 7 years. This is hard data. 2.1 million people, 975,000 by the private sector, and 1.2 million
youth no manya adwuma ye no manya adwuma hefa. Napkofo no amoma betrefi. Forest fo aba betrefi. 2000 and 2020 besi ne. Omo ma wie na training schools awodu nyina no 4 years yem posti obi a. Tarifa na offer adwuma. Omo ma wie teacher training college. Ya wasi e posti omo da so tifie. Hefo na omo adwuma. 2.1 million omo hen. Sectors ben government institutions ben omo wom. And they be a of fact check. Today, the Statistical Service report on Media say third quarter of the year 2023 no shows say 1.3 million youth. Ya move 15 to 35 years.
So in terms of what we've done, as I indicated, this is a quarterly panel survey. It's nationally representative, regionally representative, and also the representative for our urban rural classification. The basis, the sampling frame for the 10,800 that we got was from the 2021 population and housing census. Let's keep in mind, let's leave here with not the population of Ghana, which is in excess of 31 million persons, but the population of only those 15 years and older, which is around 19 million. That is the denominator for the conversation. And also the reference period for this conversation is 7 days preceding the day of the interview. So questions around unemployment, we asked, in the last 7 days, did you work? So that is the reference period for the conversation. We have been successful in maintaining a good response rate across the last 4 quarters, that is from the last quarter of 2022 to the third quarter of 2023. We started replacement in the third quarter of 2023. That is why you see the number of households increasing between the second quarter of 2023 and the third quarter of 2023. So as I indicated, the findings are put into 3 broad categories. I'm going to start with the findings on the labor force characteristics. So the first thing we share with you is, think about the constituents of the labor force status. We distinguish between the constituents of the labor force status and the labor force. The labor force, as we indicated, consists of the 2 of the statuses, that is employed and unemployed. The labor force status consists of 3 categories: the employed, unemployed, and those outside the labor force, but 15 years and older. So across the last 7 quarters, that is between the first quarter of 2022 and the third quarter of 2023, we see that we have reduced the persons outside the labor force from 4.95 million to 4.51 million persons. Because this is a set, once people are leaving the labor, are moving out of outside the labor force, they should find their way in either the employment status or the unemployment status. So the 440 persons that in the first 3 quarters of 2023 exited the outside the labor force, over 60% of them, precisely about 250,000 of them, went into the employed status, and the remaining into the unemployed status. So from these 3 constituents' point of view, we see a reduction in outside the labor force of persons, approximately 440,000 persons, and because this is a set of 3 categories of people, you need to find where they are going to.
Very well, another one. 1.3 million youth in 15 to 35 years. Nipa no su fira na efi o man no ekwa amanene. Ene o try let we ya onya ka adwuma Bristol wokọ ontra Ghana ha. Canada wokọ ontra Ghana ha. What was wa mamanfo adwuma ye. Mafo ne to kwan kwa amanene opa adwuma ye. Enra na sanne na ba me akọ lanche eye tap and go. Na me sabi ka se papa wo ye torofo sa ayalolo ene eye metro mass transit no to mama ene de sa de ni nyina ye den e ba ye sa yi payment no electronic payment no to mama ene de ba ye nura mi be show videos awodo ya na Mr Beautiful ne ye nua eye John Dumelo omo ewo eye ayalolo basis ma omo ede card no e kire amanfo se ne ye to card no se ne uwura basis ma wo de card no ode be target se de eja woko landia Oster card omo esi isu de pepepe na enei abra na John Mahama all lunch say adwuma di ti o ba omi lunch na nsa ni o John Mahama lunch we abra na wo abemu yenko ne yenko he sa abra John Mahama all lunch sa eye payment card no ho ensem.
It's going to be a new system. It's going to be a new system, and you can use your mobile phone to pay the fare. And so if you have mobile money, you use your mobile and pay the fare, and you can ride the bus. You know, it's going to be electronic ticketing. And so if you have an electronic ticket, you slot it and then you ride the bus. This is a collaboration between government and the private transport unions. And so we formed an overseeing company called GAPTI that will be responsible for supervising the operations of the bus. There's going to be an operations room here. It's fully computerized, and there will be people there monitoring. At every one time, they can tell where every single bus is, and whether it's late or it is on time, they'll be able to tell, and they can communicate with the driver and tell him what to do.
Pathological liar baumia. Me de say no adwuma kwa na me yo. Atro na wodi no, de bia me de ho evidence. De dwoma ma ye bia no aba no abedane no, e na me su oboa, wo ye trofo. Ye obi anyamesuro ni ne mu, oye munafiki. Baumia sa hwesuro anu ahwefom. Oye obi a nyamesuro ni ne mu. Nyamesuro akasankasa ni ne mu. Na baumia wo hia won ne yira wo nsuro wo mo. Obi a ne aid ewu ye. Ni Christopher funu na ba omi agi funu ya boso sa bosuafo mpie na opese one efunu no one ne yiri ne funu ne dinkita ho bi 30 minutes na ba omi agi funu no ehye dem na obi antimi nkofunu no abranta ne maami bodu maami na beka anya mi o maami ne te Germany is in the public domain. Power to the people. Yenuanum a ewo eye mfifi mantemu sabre die denchira ene ne patemu se river ankobra no se de galamse ya se nsu ni nyina ama nsu a omo enom ye den e de ama wo mo nei omo sun e wo Ghana ha se papa we amka kiro se na na Akufo-Addo ho wo je trofo How do they change men sabos? Where you true for and so true for being Ghana. And now don't ba umi ani nyina be kron san. E one take it. Na do ka assess wono no galamsey what the presidency no atoso. Say when timi am fight galamsey a or the na dwuma no beto ho. Yenko de dangerous worker.
Aban yesrop ani die mu. Sesi ankobra nsuo no. Eni o. Wo hwe de wo nsuo n'ani aye ya. Enye kra. Nsuo we yesed gu galam we mu a. Tank we mu a yeto alum. 10 cities edugum. Ase n'ani na abaye sei. Eni ne yesei ya no ye de mexe a cheke. Ema dwuraman yina yedi o. Ebi kwata kwade akra kumas be bia Ghana fa na yina. Aduan we bi kɔ ho. Na imagine say chemicals papa wo so mu nye easy. Ya safa alum 10 cities. Edi egu mensuo ne eni abaye sei. Ase na de mexe a cheke. Aban yesraw. Wo kwapa bi ni dwuraman asase so. Nsuo we ebia so na yesa eno. Ngo ebi na munum yo. Aban imagine say chemicals abekɔ mi mu no. So ba kwapa betwa me scanner. Ayi so wo de me kɔto dem ho 1 year. Aban ye blow yesra mo. Aha yeso ye ka ho ye to abani bi. Yesra wa ma channel fo begu ya asase so. Ese yensuo, esa ye koko, asa be se ye japade nyina dia. Aban yesra wo yese mo just 1 week. Duraman yese se antehwe dia. E ma ka ye MP biara nya na adwe so ba ye campaign. E de bala bosa be si asase so. Aka se ye to aban fama no. Yesu ya kan wo bi ye hia bogo channel for be sakomu na fra asase so. Wo be hwe ma hise duraman asase so enye easy. Wo ba be tu ye japade papa bi aye good ade akwa. Asa dwuru ye kokko nyina agudia. Aba yesraw. Eni die mo sese nso ye benu kopa ayede. Wo hwe de wo kobra ani aye hwensu se de ani aye ya. Aya tete. Aba yeso ni die ma wo de ensa de yensemo. Achake ye bedi akoye mu eye kamika sonko a yesra sa aba emeso ye na ase na ye bre duraman for ye bre.
Kasi nsuo no ye nom ye de bibia ye de adi bibia ye no ye de bibia achake mpo ye yiguba wo ye de bibia aduane ensan gamso wa sen nsuo ni nyina ye bi mpo ye bibia ala na dugu mu eno sanye yi ala na segu na no a wo bo yare enye kura nti aba ma ye papia na sebura me fenye agima no ye ni bi wa ha ye sra ba so mo wa ye sa di agima no
nsuo na wa se no wa ha ye pa se nsuo first na ye sa no yes, Jolly, it means seeing ye. Yes, themselves, and my sense, and we pensioning ye be.
Oh, I will Ufado. In Yamibe Yabi. Nam na ho fenti. Uni budi magana for. Anado me say enam na ho fenti. Ana ho fe. Do ebi friend T-Tola. Ebi friend Kwaku Tola. Enam na ho fe. Inti. Umugana fu. Ameti asebe ye munu nsu ntwe ope. If there is life, there is hope. 7th December 2024. Okokrumoti no. Ude jomo kwan boko. Jubilee House wo de best me ho. Yen 7th ne 2 abeni wi declare results na ne apamo mafri ho. Yan twen kura ma 7 January 2025 no nro. Ya pam mo de prayer pam na do ne na busu afo ne fi o ma yagu nyina ne apam mo fi ho. Di umomu ofie nyansa abi wura Jubilee House no ma be ye adwuma papa de aboa o ma we. Ti nkama komanto yem ne be ye. Star 274 hash na wa send wa select point FM number 1 wa bo 1 na to 52 na to 10. Bo utwa wo be ye den ubedi. Udi nsu a nsa be ye den. Sa ebeka. Mede edi Mugabe Maase me da me wo simete wa mu eneska na me be chene modu ti twane ntem na di ntem sa 274 has na wa bo atom twane ntem 200 Ghana 300 Ghana 150 Ghana 100 Ghana twane ntem capacity formula katum ono abo ashama ba Chris Duganso aba simete wa mu eba fa bo afọ krato eba ye beje bre na fe ye de nsem ni nyina aba na ato aso ye di Ghana ho nkomo asese ya
Easy or your power for Masaka promotion. There isn't a big or you're big. Separate enter power for Masaka promotion. More day I never dial star 274 hash. Star 274 hash. Area net choose power effort. Now select a number of drawer and put this on him. Draw Krubia 5 Ghana to the spec. The more as a Russia draw them when they stand the chance able to marry in a big. Hey, you're big, you're big. Every week you be also your 50,000 Ghana citizens in your chair. Hey, you're 50,000 Ghana citizens. Lock off your good lasha. Star 274 hash. Masaka. Power for Masaka promotion. It's licensed and regulated by NLA on Caritas Lottery Platform. Kaida drawing Shashada home.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have yourself.
Missy Menanum. A group every bravo to be doing.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow. Na yes, a room may be crying. Me pano timide or movie me so weekend.
Hey, woman, remember?
I don't think I'm catching you say. Yeah, no, Medi, Alec. Also, you know, a basis is so come. As I stand here, doctor said the whole system has improved very well. Medi, garlic, capsules. Yes, Medi, garlic.
Mugabe Maase garlic capsule improves blood circulation and enhances the body. Suitable for both men and women. Available in pharmacy stores. Contact us on 050-349-4885. Not suitable for children under 12 years, pregnant women and lactating mothers. Mugabe Maase, we need help. This advert is FDA approved.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
The average human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. natural mineral water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Commercial break live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM. Honorable Ashama, a former MP for Boem constituency in the Oti region of the Republic of Ghana, Trase. Honorable Mwakwaba. Why they not done? I was there.
You go so
fantastic. Me just say Boem for you so here.
Oh, be on here. And sure say next week by this time now.
Oh, good. I remember Chris Dugan Swakwaba, member of the NDC National Communication Team. Chris.
Okay.
Yaboko.
Nyamiti. No more pie boy. Nami adumo next year by this time. Let me do a chico beefy. Next year by this time. Let me do a china co beefy.
Was it next year by this time?
By this time, let me do a china co beefy.
Was it the Macassi and Chema?
And then Americano, yeah, Praho, we are about and Americano. Next year by this time, I'm a new co beefy.
Thank you. Operations in India.
I know about Congo for fee.
The moon costume to Galam saying, no moon, yes, Canessa.
Nayan to Abansasi.
Nenton Abansasi. Who rescue this country? Rescue this country. A communal labor.
Yes.
Fantastic. No, we need to tell them because. See, I can't show my Mufi said the economy.
No, you see, this year where we are today, yes, they
will never be. They will not. We will enjoy. Please cancel for some more pass from you. Na me pesa you reflect kakra. Because Bruni Becca say be reflective. You go back in Techiman South constituency. 2020 elections. Peace Council for Amuti me and then more share Obia funny TV on tour. Wouldn't any of the members now call them. Call them. Tell them say I'm for more feeding into TV as was it. Take me to Tachiman South this year in 2020 general elections. Magacho said journalism adwuma na ayeye no yete ase mekasa with vim mekasa with confidence mekasa with facts mekasa evidence based nti mekacho says Peace Council for omo ye bogus wa. I know why I'm saying say omo ye bogus. Omo ye bogus. I'm saying it without fear or favor. Omo ni gan hawe one. Fantastic. Take me back to Ayawaso West Wagon by elections. Peace Council for Mutiemia, Mama Motive in the take me there.
But no matter how long it takes, you will fight. This is so wrong. You kill a man in his own house. His own house. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys. In his own house. You be careful. You kill a man in his own house.
So you see the member of parliament, Sam George, and I know more bonus I know. And I post phone engineer general no more almost said you go machi. And I hear the data forces and invisible forces for no. Omoni akwashe almost anti no. And no more this and happening in Ghana here. Peace Council for no money Jupiter. Now money Mali. And I know money a Gabon. They are useless. They have no use. They have no moral right. These are the Azugu boys. Look at their faces. When you see Ghana, Peace Council and to me, I can't pay. And then, what's more pass from you 2024? Fantastic. I may say free case. My income come on.
Muga, do you not understand why I say you are a brigadier general of Ghana Airways?
Fantastic.
Bina, we na dance here no. When I call you the brigadier of Airways, this is typical example.
Fantastic.
A man who does his work with evidence. Na Mugabe Maase Ghana for na minchia my younger brother be Prosper Nanja.
Good.
Or Adenta or he's into these car rentals. Ya obon pa mama papa nyamishira no. Aboabe na ye frɛ no peace council no. Aboabe ya. Aboabe na ye frɛ no peace council. Bi minim sɛ aboabe wo hɔ ye frɛ no peace council. You see nyachum ewo krum ha. Hypocrisy will kill Ghana before Ghana kill hypocrisy. Oh. Sa omunima omunkwada na njun hunan kai say NDC for no. Yenya ma o, ye mema. Yenya ma ye mema. Where we came from and how we came into being, the records are there. But you see, yet krom ha na Bugalu fobi akwa yeku. Say omuya peace council. Farasi for aka omu ha bonzo omuya peace council. A omu dina kred nyachum asho omu ma. Na yedi atenchia. Eye NDC there on be press conference. Eba MPP no mo ayedi. And you want us to believe them? In the first place, who are they? Omuya him for. These are MPP old cargoes. Peace Council for no. We are MPP old cargoes who have come together. Say, Tambiano, Obeyo, Mwajun say, Omu passenger. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Look, I keep saying this, and I'm serving this notice. Missing 2024 elections is not for a joke. 7th December 2024 is going to be a day that Ghanaians are going to decide the destiny of this country. Let nobody try it. Omukaze edi agron, omuasa started edi nada. Sebeya ibeti akwada. This time there, you guys are not lucky. Yes, in 2024 election, we will be sorting ourselves out at the polling station. Jawan do obi anu abesan bibi. Look, a member of parliament was being slapped like a notorious criminal. In front of commandant Azugu. Look at the hoodlums. A police commander, a sharp police uniform. Peace Council could not question this. I don't know whether they live in Jupiter or Mars. Look at it. as a Arab for I the for omu kwaku.
This man is still in the police service.
This man Azugu is still in the police service.
Useless caricature.
Police service or what they police in your taxpayers yedi tuya ni yasa promote no.
Fantastic.
West Peace Council. Your body per 20 sakrom for nipa 8. Live bullets. A jinipan come from Musam. West Peace Council. Able Kuma. West Peace Council. Are these Ghana Security Service?
MPP.
These are vigilante group. These are criminals. Hoodlums. Unemployed militants of Akufo-Addo. Na ya sham ya pamenta de twa ayi kaka moto bi amudi aso omo enim. Terrorizing citizens. Ghana for that sorry the civic responsibility of every Ghanaian is on election day go and decide, go and cast your vote. Nasa that way Ghana ni sorry say you are going to exercise your civic responsibility. Na ya kwa confirm mema unhu omo enim. Ye bunko for pranko for
because somebody want to be MP.
Bisa Peace Council. Dabe look, akoko hidie wadamfo unua na akoko wonim nyansa ne brafie. Omu papisa, they should go and advise Akufo-Addo say, nkofo na ye promo amuba din tro.
This in yeshi.
Atrofo tradition say ye compensate tu muno. Bisa say compensation na baba dabe. Yaro ewo fadama ya 29. Nirine ne ma go to Tachimai. Nkofo wuaje omu yirum mu manketenkete ajanka wo ho. President Akufo-Addo ntima nya akwanya kwa nka yakwa. Mo Peace Council, mo issue even a statement. So what are they talking about? Say yembe signs and krata. When signs and krata. Look, a collaboni bia wo bia fie. Wa collaboni wo yes you wan collaboni wo ye fie. Mugabe on say me say next year by this time na mi ko bi fie, mi duwechi mi nuba ko bi fie. And forward, look, all these criminals, these langers, they have nowhere to go. After 7th December, nobody will move an inch. We will bring all of them into book. Yantimin tutu onkunko for no muna free. Ayana ekacho amu say MPP will not be in power forever. And today it is clear the wind of change is coming. And this change is a prophetic change. No one can stop it. And a moving train. You try it to die or you crash. Win him. And your MPP old cargoes. And no money baumia equaco dese. Young quabwante na use your star di dada. And dada NDC for say a passenger say by on betiada. Na yesa din kwasi esam. In some amukwa jina waka nyina no eya hurudu herada sam. Enya dia ye betie because nya sanim. Who doesn't know say Peace Council or him for na Peace Council leaders? And look at them. Just look at their faces. Omuna eyi baumia na Akufo-Addo na ekwa na kreda. We know it. Omu wia na economy atiti apansam. And na ye wo bola economy, a junk one. Ye wo kronho, massa, look, it's damning. And comfort me to your $12 million consulting fee. Nim company ya tuyamano Peace Council and the muntiminka. Obabese wiesika ma edemo ye ma ebi gun passe. Dollars ni cedis ni euro. Sika mi humbida. Peace Council munka ho asam. And comfort bre. Mugabe, it is not easy out there. Me say adie chiye, obinyan didi ye. Go to our various schools. Schools are a mako. For sure, you are near in one mama. Look on where you are now. Jinamwa, I will fear one famano. The Peace Council, when you na a quam, I won't train up a brasa wino, enable, enedu oyene de eba.
Nipa eat.
Until papisa. These are things you to be talking about. For I see forward more. They appear white but black inside. Until na can say NDC as a political party ya kwa elections. Yanim say Ghana for do what GDA. Say NDC and President Mama and a civil country no. They can't deceive us. The vulnerable Gumo organizer, Honorable Dr. Hanabisiu. Nyami Inshraw. And this is for ya mistake. A man who chusu or bano. Yes. These are rolling breeze. Where your babema until decision now will take here. Look, NDC. We are in support. Yet our chip pen didn't. Yes, Sam Bibia. Yan kwasa him for natural. When natural. Na ayeda na bu something to krata. Mugabe, ayeda na bu something to krata. Emma Yesu say one sign what to be that. Ayeda na bu samu. Sasa bu sam to krata say Yesu sign.
Ye wazoka boys. Ni ese da bi ye nyi wo mu free ho. Ni agya wo mu na makoye Delta Force, Invisible Force. Ni akwahye wo mu entade. Ni o makoto tutu okoniba.
Ti say nkai bi mu ya o.
Obi ansan hwe.
Obi a wo hwe the execution of Samuel Doe. Now, what can you follow how Liberia, Chastela had got him easily? So tactics we. So Pharisee tactics we. Oh, you surrender. Come alone. Don't come with your men. Let's meet at airport. Udrua then he was ambushed. And be no muye. We should look. We are not going to. Sir NDC and vigilante. I make Chris Duga me say me for me. Me I have my boys who. And then I know me say, Omo amututo abensa say fum aben japade ne me boys here baba ho. And power will change. Whether they like it or not, power will change. Because the ship has already sunk. And nothing will save this sinking ship. But to NDC supporters, the youth, Mumaya free social media, Nayanko grounds. Let's get in touch. The people, NDC, what brought us into being, no? Your main traditional slogan is power to the people, of the people, and for the people. This is what brought us into being. Let's go down. And for bread, people are complaining that they don't see us. We can't be sitting on social media. Now, about where you we are going to vote. Ghanaians are going to decide on records. Employment rate. Are they a serious? A threat to our national security. Unemployment. Samabuni sorry no munya ejuma ya. Ejuma body no bakwa ya peace council mun kai no. Mama ja unemployment rate of 5.4 or 11%.
A security threat.
And just last year, 2013 first quarter, 2023 first quarter, now 14.7.
Rulings are
this is serious security threat.
A quarter would do about Kandapamo can once a security threat.
I need the national peace council. Abuabe and Krampo and friend peace council.
The EC.
So all cargoes way. This disgruntled MPP all crooks. Na yes sumo mo na meso tabel me di ni wie me oni nam de ba wie osofo a wo hwe wo fa dina dwana so se na wo dada no ho osofo dam a yeye ne confident e wo hine president mama ye ne papa ya want me under president mama say
sofo ne ko jail
it has to take someone
kufu do jail ne sofo
wo sofo na wo sofo wa wo sofo wo dem and so now we did our so far we go bank. So for them ye. Say papa when you now we have free president mama and so or time nim nyansanti still now what time papa no.
Or time nim
nyansa. What be time wa now doing the sense of direction a woo.
So we have to a animal kingdom.
Now a better than what and Chelbasha forest. And Chelbasha forest. Collection now what judge or no ankasa look they are all suffering now. Biso mu say under mama no collection is send na woje every Sunday and they send na woje.
This for me see
you can make a mockery of God and think you survive. No, you be exposed.
Very well. Meda Chris Duganasi, member of the NDC National Communication Team, live on TV as well as also on Power 97.9 FM. Honorable Ashama, a former MP for Boom constituency in the Ute region. Honorable, over to you.
Yo, Penny Mugabe Chow, I shall show for native for
a sea for no semenya dear be answer na waba.
Okay.
Without my children, so mammy. The Jadia.
Rubian.
Something that comes after you. What do you do when I go to my polling center 4 a.m. and saw this Max Azubu men in tundras? What do you do when the police officer was helpless? What do you do when you had government-sponsored vigilantes holding guns and to the teeth, being led by a police commander to beat members of parliament, to go into a candidate's house and shoot people? A commission was set up. What was it for? They finished and gave a white paper. What was the government's comment? How do you expect that there should be peace in this nation? How do you tell me who was beaten, who was dragged out? I didn't go to the commission because I felt I wouldn't go. But what about those who went and relieved their pain? What happened? Has the Peace Council tackled that issue? No, it hasn't. Election 2020, people died. 14-year-old girl was shot dead. A man who just went to observe as part and parcel of a civil responsibility as citizens of this country was shot dead. Women were shot, some survived, some did not. Young ones were killed. What did the state do? What did Peace Council do? Were you able to talk to the president? Those in charge of security? We want to know, because I've seen that in your document. It is written that the issue of 2020 election-related violence could not be addressed. If it couldn't be addressed.
Very well. National Women Organizer of the NDC. Me hana bisi.
Me chawachiano National Women
Organizer. Ana wakasa ma fi wankasa.
Ena me brother otan ni nyansa nti. Otan ni nyansa. Entina ye bresa. Moga na nka me baba bisa say oh kase Peace Council asem no si dabe. Ena o sindra. Ena masa bisa koshi. Se park amuso mumra mesa no wan mu na echro Ebe to say on my drop free heaven. It's for any Ghana for San near na haye binima time be na ye kasa. Na niemeda nyanku pasi and say meet your my friend Rano. According to say ubia ni bibia ira. Ena ni pakro wa we ade no afro sebra na ye di hu nkomo. E just say in 7 nyina ye bubo so se baku. Eko a ye friend no asundwe ko Peace Council enyesa no mu okrum ha na misra senka video no ye twa na entwa Peace Council for baako mpanyimfo no baako se mimni akra wo ma na mi hu se no na ye oman tamfo nka ye mogamu bombodi na mu Peace Council for omu picture na ye fangu social media na Ghana ni bia ope oman tamfo no ubie sa page omu na ye oman tamfo na yen hu omu na yen keep because no say no ma hu omu face yes omu list no yen publishing to ho na yen hwe omu anim hu asofo ka ho mpanyifo ka ho na eba mu se na asofo ni mpanyifo ka ho nsem a ye kan bebrebe ya tu nipa tu akunu okrom ha mpanyifo ya nkasa wemu nyina omu gisika di wo politicians nchen omudi adamdie de omugibruso na senka omuba ohwo a omuba nhwe mu papanim no mu bisa mu question say daddy inti ususu ka ko a ye frɛ na asundwe ko hu a ye ku nipa okrom ha mu ankasa mu ntumi anhia ankasa but you know Mugabe bibi wo ho esese nhwe ne ma biye impanyifo bi wo okrom ha mu sendisi ba wini election pe no mu sha say akoto handcuff weni ye handcuff ba ko na ye di chichiri yensa se na ye ntumi nkasa ye di chichiri yensa mida National Women Organizers sa handcuff ni enhye no ne ye hia peace bia ye be sign wo paper so se omutumi hu se nanado di boni bi wo krom omutumi kokatsa kire na omumbe kire ne mmoaye nanado man no se nanado na ye mampanyi na eba mu se na wo kofre political parties omu ye de e de na political parties ye Ghana for misremu afi we ya ba ebetu no ye ne obi antwi manso e che se u kenke bo no eno na odi koto aba 2016 kenke no yesen eye 1 cedi inti ndese kenke no ye 5 cedis a enu na ohun se enu na eku atia wa brabo enu na odi koto aba minu ase wo furu ka afrija se kan ko hohwe in those days ye ju be say 5 cedis and 6 cedis and then ye ju 12 cedis a enu na odi koto aba enye peace council for bebre ya mo V8 ya mo V8 yes am mo allowance no mu didi nam krum ha o mampanyi na na dodan kwa akufo adaban oye boni a no mu nkasa inti fa wasitina na odi koto aba o na na do ni ba o mi abedada say free SHS sika udi ma uba de bia every week every month akoti say our university no enu na udi ko to aba say how enu na udi ko to aba menua obi a uye koko ekuani anka mahama ma free fertilizer ena nne na na do mu ba mu ma free fertilizer na do mu sa aka kiro say ko to aba ma mu party no menua free fertilizer wanya no enu na udi ko to aba please cancel for mu kope baby nda sa akwo no kra no yen free your books no mu and this for so ya so edidodo moga da bia ye na edi peace council group na di aba na see peace for wenum na ye peace for ye na edi sa de no ba ye o and intinu ade no enda punusu mo obi amfa nsanka na say obi ye president wa ka jere peace council for say mu ye meeting obeso ra ko ye meeting na you ko ye meeting how di ko ma hwan. Let us leave those people. Some elders of this country have disappointed us. They have disappointed us. And members of Peace Council are one of those elders that are disappointed on mine. Mbrantia hu hiamu. Mbrantia brabo hu hiamu. Nyomu peani say yemo mu V8. Nyomu peani say yomu j allowance. Once the youth are languishing on the street unemployed. The youths are languishing on the street unemployed. Eba musena Peace Council fund to me anka. Time ananado ko yi Ghana sika ko 2 bonse o sika tidra. Eba mu se no muntumi anka. Na omu binmu da sa board no so. Na ko fie cathedral mpanyifo eya asofo nko a. Nti de bia mi da mi bisa mi hu se nde asofo aye wo Ghana no pese mi nkumi nya asofo na Kristo asofo na ye wo. Ete se asofo da bia na mu so mu botoma ye ma. Hwe openya okita ye friend grade ne o asofo wo di mienu moga. Osofo di no dijima edu jamfi osofo tumi kita di mienu passport mienu peace council mu okrum ha mu ankasa na se mu akofa krata se wan chichiri ninsa eja ade a ye nya mbobol usi ye me kire se na results no be ye mbobol no wie ye ntu aba no wie ansa na ehu se mu peace council fo kura no mu ye target eche se mu abuo mo anu asei. So these are some of the issues. Nobody is going to fight with MPP. Ye di ya brabo ti se mampenyi kufoka ye no. Ya brabo ya sitina na edi kwa kotuaba. Senya ya sitina esitie no. Enu na edi kwa kotuaba. Moga, when we say mi banu, you are talking about unemployment. Na se kase MPP for ya trofo a. Amanfo njinde obi fi se ye tan obi. Na se uba umya wa batema mahama efri akonja sunu. Unemployment percentage ye 8%. Tio Muntenu na munfa pen na muntro eye 8%. Yo, ena nde ayeti hanu na anu statistics for buy nu. Omusi eye 14 there, 14.6%. Inte eye 15% o. At the same time unemployment ekosro nu, but me say o ma create juma 2.1 million. Meanwhile statistics for eka tre say aban bi abeba konjasu nu, dwinse na obeya nipa eye excess 1.3 tio. Statistics for say 1.3 million. Na SSA aban from no ni dadwin. And about me aka say ya created juma 2.1 million. Nanka ye wa excess employment. Yes sir. This is the lie Baumia has been telling every day. And I catch Ghana for. We don't hate Baumia. He's our vice president, but he tell lies. When you take him on with figures, he runs away. More kasa asem moga ngabebo ade no be mi de. O see, the data is clear. Tio, Baumia say the data is clear. Free independence be seen then. Employment no government. Meanwhile, the unemployment rate percentage no ekosro. Kosro Baumia economy say Kosro. Now Baumia go and face the statistical department. Say, who see what created Juma 2.1 million. Statistical department say the unemployment rate has increased from 8% to 14.7%, which means when you round it up, you have 15%. Now, can you create Juma 2.1 million? Say unemployment rate from 8 to 5. This is what we are telling Ghanaians. We respect everybody. Bampenifobia enamo funti onamo muyemtinu atrona na omutra. Inti Mr. Peace Council for ajobro mu office no kra no mu dia mu locking vatunche obi ambeku krom ha afiwi aba ye betunu yesi ye di yemma ye nkoda school fees betu aba ye di electricity bill enna di betu aba ye di water bill di betu aba ye di cocoa free fertilizer no enna di betu aba. So you don't worry. Water stability Magasawa Western region for Galamsey ayeye wo ho amanfo nsu amunumunu omudi ndro agum aba omiati akonjasu ni papa nanado danko akufado nipa we mienu we ti akonjaso ba omiaso ntumi nya hwi kosi se ya no president mundio mi wa ye tianika as vice president busumi so in there 22nd akabe say 5 or 6 days ba omiasa koji salary o so ntumi nya hwi ontumi nya hwi ntinu obetina sa busumi 10 samra na Ghana for mu ya mi president ansa na wo no munum galamse nsuo nu mmekwa akostopom munsa ma mi 10 months ansa na petrol bo a ewo soro nu ansa na metumi aya bibia fa ho munsa ma mi 10 months ansa na e-levy ne sika nu mehwe se meyi afri ho aye papa Mahama kachre say from the war si saade nu obeyi afri ho SSO yin free ho MPP aban etiti say ye nkoa wo ye krom adenti na SSO basa adenti na MPP aban epese titi Ghana 40 say ye nkoa adenti na ye ntumi ni ye fa hodie ye ntumi ndi de ewo ye manmu mbrante edwane free omanmu Peace Council for hu anka nkyere na nado samuka kyere na nado kra de na nado ka kyere mu amu ambeka nkyere ye say yakoka kyere na nado say unemployment in Brantie moga misi 2023 Saturday enye working day insi otokra akofwe Brantie ni baba wa omugina American embassy forces ko eduma so mu interview no mu visa no mu free Saturday. That is where we are today. Inti near ekosundenu Peace Council for Misramu Vietni ekasika emamu nu inka yese mu to petrogu Vietnu na mu fanchi krom na mu hwe obra na nado abo ewo samre mu a osi obesi interchanges kona kohwe kaneshi nako nungwa junction mo nakohwe nako prampram kwan nu sunu nakofie dawenya ho nakofie ne esi wo ho nkrofo ya sel man omu se bibia ba mu nka hwe enkyro mu ye ni guasiefo Peace Council for mu ma humwa mu ma mu ye ni guasiefo mu na mu sel man nu mu hye na nado kutupa na odi boni o man mu nkasa ndede mu be san krata be na krata nu nkra nu mutina hima na mu buboso mutumi ka kire se nu de mu nye politics the former Peace Council chair Asante Bibi Asante no yes who can da appear stadium 2 no na was social media or say no your politics bio mo mpanyimfo amwadi omu nkoda bro omaye omu ti se preko a owu a komudi no chini nkoda we sa mpanyimfo no omu na ka Peace Council no nka se nema bebre wo kroma ye ke ho asem. They are not talking. Otabi beka chose say ohwe chimpanzee anade de mwa na ohwe o TV su. But as at the time Mahama was the bia no gina radio go no kasabo akutia. Nne baby aye bedruni inti mida ye National Women Organizers. Obi ansani krata bia ye nyanya hwi na ye sani krata. Ye nsani nne ye nsani ochina. Ye see obi anku okrom ha 2024 ye di abra boni ya sitinum ena edi beto aba obi atu na aba na okofie eye beka na nyina esa akohia oho obi ntumi nka jam say beka ba ma minko we have to go and see everything fili na NDC for mo huni empanyifo ye na debia no mumaye nam social media. Let us go to the villages and talk to the people. Let us cross rivers. Let us climb mountains and talk to the people. That is the most important thing. Because on social media, and now your presidential candidate now you're forced saying in picture. And when we need election. And when we need election, let us go to the ground and be sure that our people are going to do the right thing. Let us teach them what to do so that we vote clean and get our results clean. And those who will be appointed to be what? To be police station agent. And this informant is a few way there. Musimube agent ama presidential. Namwa agent ama parliamentary. It is very, very important. Those are the things. HSS nipa ba kwa representative musi or representative MP. Yenya bo MP aba we pe na wa dwani. Na wa jai ho e dia man na do ni nkoda. Now, more sisa figures. Until this year, the presidential candidate must have his pulling agent. And then the parliamentary must have his pulling agent. Say, we parliamentary na okwa, na presidential him say, he will be the last person to live there with your pink sheet well signed and cross-checked. That is how we win election. Na say to me, ya peace council for Munkonkoda. His Excellency John Dramani Mahame Srewa Usaba Peace Council ni bia man V8 echeso madi abro
Peace Council 30 members of the board are Reverend Dr. Enes Edujemfi, Chairman of the National Peace Council. Reverend Dr. Enes Edujemfi
with two different passports.
And your cathedral so na. I know a different.
Chairman of the National Peace Council, Movi Muhammad bin Aye Salehi, a Media Muslim Mission. Most Reverend Emmanuel Kofi Fianu, Nana Ajakoma Difie the second, Reverend Professor Frimpong Manson Sheikh. Vision. The National Peace Council vision is to have a country characterized by dynamic environment where people can engage in their lawful activities, confident that the institutions, mechanisms, and capacities for mediating differences and grievance are effective and responsive. Mission. The National Peace Council will facilitate the development of mechanism for cooperation among all relevant stakeholders in peace building in Ghana by promoting cooperative problem solving to conflict and by institutionalizing the processes of response to conflict to produce outcomes that lead to conflict transformation, social, political, and religious reconciliation and transformative dialogues.
Problem solving.
Mugabe.
Problem be no ma solve eba me ba minua bonga
ameko last objective. We are dealing with the issues.
Yes.
The objective of the council is to facilitate and develop mechanism for conflict prevention, management, resolution, and to build sustainable peace in the country.
Conflict prevention, management of conflict, a resolution of conflict. And yes, sir.
And to build sustainable peace in the
country. These individuals in their personal capacity, they are okay. Do you get me right? But yes, they are taking a collective baggage as members of Peace Council. We are not attacking them as a person, but we are attacking the Peace Council that they depart and they did not come out to tell us that, me them a kind of man tia mami. So they must take that collateral whip mom in peace. Don't tell me that as for you, you are not part of it. Once you agree to be a member, if you are V8 allowance no dear. Do so dear say
now omo references in here. References here. National Peace Council, Ministry of the Interior, Republic of Ghana, and we 3rd February 2023, and then 2 board members, National Peace Council, 3rd Upoku Onyina, and
why? You see, Mugabe, we are quick.
Yeah, pay pictures. Next time, bring the pictures. Peace cancer team. No,
you see, I stand vindicated. Nano, Yachi is now Cronphone. A Cronphone catcher used to say, we are Yamiba, you, Hun and Jimmy. Nano. And Crawford were no money. I be more cramp or how movie no. Peace, peace in the as soon Baku say the why? If they can facilitate, they should facilitate the peace between Canada, Japan, and his people in the ruling government. People in authority, cramp peace in Umuntem. How would they think? How would they think right? Me say, these are MPP old cargoes. Apparachis, eh? Winning. Omo decide here we are here 2008. Me can't end this in Panimfo. And ya play game we are che. Omo started you. Ayaka yeka dia ye honorable the late Iti Mensa.
Don't work.
Yam Panimfo be brave when MPP came to power. Our former regional organizer, Ashanti region. Alaji Sanimo. Wanabu abeye mu, wanabu ohina ajikumu. Ayaka yeka dia edi ye mu. Victor Solo ni wanabu kwampe premo. Say ya 2008. Omu hu say MPP be power pe. Wanabu dabidape and co. 2008. Omu hu say NDC be power. And omu kofa these crooks. Kona late President Mills, may his soul rest in peace. And he am penning for oh, ya bako, yanka humbo, yabu my boom. And no move free. When they came to power 2017, Yahweh. This time around, look, may say no way. President, nobody will. Why wouldn't he? And now we see Bakwa Sans I win. We will sacrifice you. And this Nibia over science, and this Panibia over science, we. Who was like, then as a sabun santimi truckrata my yesu. Say one side. Say sabun sama truckrata, say yes, one kind sign. What to be that?
Marase, Minia, Chris Dugan, live on TVS was at Roson Power 97.9 FM. A very *274# no was send the was selected Power FM number 1, Wabo 1 na 252 na 210. Chagumu sama mi chagumu na me baba be ye draw no sisia also be ye lucky winner. Tani sisia me wo next 3 minutes na my me first draw e wo eye dwumadi no so. Safari Valley Eco Resource me kan chiro e ba eye wildlife experience omo ye number 1 ope baby a one odofo be kwa akotena na majojo mo ho eye mawari awie mo pe baby a honeymoon motem wase kama mukakodi mu honeymoon eye birthday bi na apesu mukodi family no mo pese ja mo trankra kakra na mo koshe baby kakra gimo a Safari Valley Eco Resort na mekamfo ede amawo monua ne ho ni nyina ye kama local continental dishes sanso na muwai enye sebo jata zebra yi mo ko no mo ba udu awani baji woyie papa mo gimo mo swimming pool ho ne opese udware nsu yi ma tongon na chese ye kwa ne sa from 059 691 4394 05969143994 Omo Okre constituency ewo Eastern region do ho and I'll be home Safari Valley. Me catch you *274# send it Senator Boy from number 1. First winner no ewo la no so. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Mini awudini baby akasa free. Be medini wa bon udin.
Me kaze free Shabana Rajim. Bole Bamboy.
Oh, Bole Bamboy.
Jo mama pro.
Ati asie. Bemedin wa bon mi din yankwada din o Bemedin wa bon yesuro he. Bema utwa asen. Utwa asen.
Me cha 50 shilling.
Utwa 50 Ghana.
50 Ghana.
And what this saying?
Me 1,000
Ghana be good for so. 50 Ghana, I bet 1,000 Ghana. But I trade you, man.
Yes, I trade you.
In the trade you, my bolif when I chair on why. But that's it. I mean, shall no one can say also be or bolly with the what the hour him. Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center, Semen Cancho say what the Medimosis a garlic capsules to their baby as well. bibi nenom ebetimi aboa oye papa na aboa ema moja timi di nipadua no mafrusa na yie blood circulation itumi boa yie obi a ne nsa ne nan edu ba bia na yetitiriti wo se ananse na achew ananse ni ba bia efiri wo ba bia ba bechew pe eye Mugabe Maase garlic eye capsules ni bi ne bobo ebeboa aboa boost immune system no ema bibia etimi konkan nipadua ne gina ne na so brane ne momo prostate problem, sexual weakness, male and female infertility, hypertension, diabetes, sciatica, typhoid fever, malaria, stroke ni ekeka hu nyina na fani nyina akoda wo dental problems ni nyina no fani nyina akoda Mugabe Maase Clinic and Herbal Center. Rumachira kwan ewo eye nkraha AESL building inside the Ghana Highway Authority yard ewo eye Accra Ministries Aje Kojo opposite school the deaf ewo Ghana heya ewo Aje Kojo mumfamani enchiro kuma sa nyama kokoben on Oboase Santase kwantempone so na dental barrier oni eye police station edi nhwe animu fe Mugabe Maase so 0244068447 ofra Mugabe Maase obeje wo so amuzu aba clinic ena FA wo se bema waye mre ewo mpem bema wo bema ne ntumi nsori nyina so weak erection ko amuzu beboa wo sanso na severe waist pain CC wo transa kakra bia na ayasem prostate problems low sperm count bema hu nso aye mre hu amuzu obeboa wo eye gono eye syphilis eye stomach ulcer eye piles eye koko anase alcoholism obi a wanom nsa 100% san wo janso aye hu ntumi nyai amuzu so obema wakwankyere stroke a kwankyere wo ho ebema waduru a ebetumi aboa ama watumi agina wona so amuzu ewo nkraha ye Achimota Christian Village woni Puma filling station edi nhwe ni mu Medina wo main station adjacent Melcom Shama wo Lebanon second step kaso amount from police station no eben yi pa kuma seta fun share so amuzu junction Muru market wa fair doctor na woni ntwetwe nkomo amuzu ewo 0241 959326 0241 959326 ofra amuzu obeje wo so na bibia konkan edi amount power specialist about hospital se men kan chiro se ni dwumadie ni de obi anim se eba eye hepatitis B eba hospital the whole Africa obi adwumatum se omobo mo homa de magia award kese pa se hepatitis A B C D E ibia ha obi a fatty liver problem sciatica prostate problem unu mpeni be na atechima eye ulcer eye compo na fibroid minu ama no foni chire power specialist about hospital mami obonu humodin ye papa kuma se na chira kwan ewo fe ya selig bosomtwe kwantempon so oni eye Jesbo filling station no na edi enhwani mu udu ne chire nkran akwa benya pokwase ACP kwantempon so power bus stop wa ubi hono takrade o Anaji estate woni Anaji MA primary school no ebe hu yie fene na one mami ntwetwe nkomo 0244 544422 0244 544422 ofra obeje so as natural mineral water Ghana phone su bakope obi aja to me say water is life simply natural nsu kroje papa bakope na make am farmer wo nsu no dodo na aba edwa so menkono yanu for holism phone su ni bi so make am farmer wo no s natural mineral water nsu papa onuma wapom di ni begina so fine mfa yare bia emrew mfesi kan koto yare obenu nsu anom s natural mineral water simply natural school for no ko school fa bi she bag no omo ba fia mo bi ennom sanso na yie na party bi na wo ya fa serve ahoho no mani baji hu yie papa wodi wani kire so azi broadcasting 37 na Bebrese Street Usu oba so hwe Mr Robert if you ada de oba o se wo pe asoreba bi hu na wonsa beka bi Abraham International School Samen Kanchro sa admission go so ekoso na de efe wo mu ne se awofo no se mo mana akọ meetings e master tin ya say Hebron Hills International School ofo no mo manu mu dru fi a che say school ben e na obon say ye de menu e bebo ho no won say ne oba no obedi rice and stew obedi kontomre anyway obedi we anyway school because ya ma hu de ekoso kwa na akoda no obefie wa hu aduane a wode ma no na so Hebron Hills International School nya akonya ma awofo no wo mu menu wo mu bibia koda na aduane wo mu di nyina so ye purely organic wutimu say ne ye ne ankasa ye dua ene de ma eye nkwada no school no omo a ewo mu farm ewo mu bibia nti omu nuane omu di ne ye papa oni kire ho media of the Sawam road na kope admission ema wo ba no busumi na ikosi mfie num eye Montessori tetiye sabre eye materials omu di kire nkwara no Montessori ni nyina no mudi free United Kingdom ayeden ababa bedu school aba if aba no ko ho onya tetiye pa o lower primary ni upper primary so akonya ho admission go so media evidence and road omo ben media press BGHS hona benya admission papa dia maoba Abraham Hills say excel and shine afa yankoye nim na yenhwe eye ensema wodo a etoatoa so ewo ho na okay well. See, the show is hot for the weather today, kudos. See, the show is hot for the weather today. Greetings to Alhaji Mustafa Kumasi Swami Magazine and also to Muhammad Abuaji in Tamale. Wefi ye Kevin Asante ho. Semifancha emamo. Soja for ne aposi for am Tamale. Me bomba baso. Kankan aposi for ne se mo boy juma Tamale pa. Ti aposi for am Tamale. Me nyi ba kokora mfrim. Se eye yi a ye bomu nyina baso anye ye dia ye de sobo no beba be ma GP wa. Na mo am boy juma Tamale ho no. Ye bomu abaso. Amasama fo nso muji mudin edini edin pa ese mo boy juma na agin kotoku commander woni omrante no message say ba kire say mo boy juma yie papa ama crime no ewo kotoku ni patem no ese mo bo ban yie papa apia stadium say one na yire TV no ho ehwe na Mugabe si Mugabe minu abema Mugabe adwuma ne de wo bo se ya maye apia stadium mi say ma me ma joana nso ne ka kire Audrey ete home apia said we too much
on that represent no on
apia said mo we hwan
on represent no na che apia said o utie mi a o hwe ne ma me na fa ne bra na ndodo ne kaka expose him you see honorable Kasambi Muga once for the idia general they wouldn't adwuma ne dada Ghanaians will be happy to see the faces of the hypocrites. Hey. Because look, it's serious.
Wait, MB before na dem am say sia o.
Na me say me
dabi o ma na dem am say sia o.
No.
Na me before na ka che me say o mu no amu no.
Mama nyakupo akasa. O nema esisi wo ho no.
E be si achem.
Na ba ni so. Mugabe tie for NDC for no Ghana for am team. Eya obia wo ho a atron dada a ye choto president mama so e wo krom ha yes say president mama nyankumpon ba kasa ati eya mun kwa kan 1 Peter 5:7 1 Peter 5:7 ani na esisi no eya mama nyame ye kase ba me wa bon wa ye clueless muti ye boa wono an campaign manager was starting me kwa bali me kwa wali lawyer bribo ahe was see one day wa ye wali tie na nu nsam ebuboba was see campaign team now form ye no useless because they didn't consider regional balance.
1 Peter 5:7 Humble yourselves therefore under God's mighty hand that that he may lift you up in due time.
Mama nyakupo akasa. Mama nyaminu no.
Cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you.
Mama nyami is there.
Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a rolling lion.
That's it.
Looking for someone to devour.
That's it. Anti
dia twakronkron ne kana.
Ane na me say mama nyakumpon ba kasa. Anti na me say kai 1 Peter 5:7. Emma NDC for TV4.
No so na me dey go.
Enu na kire say mama yo bi a wo ye nyame na asoma ne say won be save Ghana. President, you see the coming back of John Dramani Mahama no, a prophetic. Anything at time bia me kana asemo na ma refer to the holy book. Enya ya no na edika. The records are there. Obia we see wo ba di man so if campaign team look at such a person wo be president. Can he balance his appointments to suit all tribes and regions in this country? Now one about who did
advisor.
Campaign team.
You see, I say about me respect Ghana for Mukaze me boa. Tia na juma na sanwe. Eye then a driver Banza etise Akufo-Addo. Ebe to mate fu. Na won kwaya driver Banza.
I'm really enjoying the show. Tell your panelists, I love their fire. Mugabe, you are too much. James is winning at all costs. From Yakubu Muhammad, parliamentary candidate for Afwano South East constituency. Yakubu, me just said Bibia Boko. Sounds na be and so go so for any meme for no say boy Juma Papa parliamentary candidate be so ne boy Juma Nessa Efa MIA. Wow, say capacity man. I love Hannah Bisi. She's too much. When so if we Adam sounds Cape Coast Kotokraba market on also Nedia on also Ede Abba and no. Well, star 274 has now send was selected for FM number 1. Waba 1 na to 52 na to 10 nyan ntiese nsanwo mu kwamu nsu ni togidi ntimo amonam kwanso no na moye ne bokoboko Ede amaye yimpi abonten de ba se na wada no mu eda ho yiye papa
is it
employment no yanko employment no ba o me allies
senior overkwana senior ko me preference
na me shase
Ghana statistical service for the we can create bi na so
me di kan akandada unemployment rate ekosoro statistical department edi bae no etie for makanwa hasesia na ne ehia sesia ene se ejuma eni ho embrantie eni ejuma ye unemployment no ekosoro ene se wo ba wie school onye ejuma ye ba miasa ebombodi dadaye se oma employ oba. That is what it means. Uba otim cha woman eduane di no ba mi aka kire ewiase fana nyina se wa ye employment a ebin sida ewo kro Ghana kro im minia waiting na his excellency John Dramani Mahama asema oka edifa 24-hour economy ho enu na eye aduro a eseseye num nu sesia but NDC for muma ye nhwe bibiye MPP for journalists binumu etache ka cho say promise way etie for mu betie mi a misremu amuntie mi menya nyame but Kwame Nkrumah ebe bu Ghana no some be kaya na ye wo youth brigade we started with farming ye wo cattle ranch e wa tebubu makohu biansa na guye weni nyina eye productive structures a Nkrumah di shase wo a wutie mi Nkrumah radio a ye frɛ no sanyo no na nechi ne hu nyina no na ndua na ebo ho sa time na ndua bu wo krom ha odum ni sapele ni bibia e wo ho inde odum ni ho mahu time am ye teacher ni mi free brona hafo eba no mi du Kumasi edum area Ghana for export round logs inde e be sanyo odum export round log bio ye nya bibio ni nyina asa eduane eni ho a ye bedi enunti na 24-hour economy no minua mo bi ndada say ye ba betina akra na ya ye adwuma no Mahama si onu na namo a obetu ni say ekuafo mi ba beboa mo anu like Nkrumah was having the workers brigade na mama mu support e kire say wa ye sada e dia makoko ekuafo wa makoko ekuafo fertilizer o ma do koko ama koko no adoso Nkrumah say nu ye di ko ekuayo a you have cooperative society na oma musika sika na nado edi renti aeroplane ejina tamaka odi tukwan no o se ono onye sa odi beboa na mbrante anye dwuma
but I say honorable Ashama former MP for Boom constituency in the Oti region Chris 2 minutes
Baumia another day of shame for Baumia. He has been exposed. Statistical service are exposed Baumia say we are notorious liar. One kind of correct. Why a pathological lie? You see, this is the man. What's you are create over 2 million jobs? Who be sana? What's former sector? Who every here was it data from SNIT? And I say, can this guy I didn't know. Say akwa we no were empty papa and odin that wa gadrij and dam. I did that Ghana for. Who come krom tatale sangule. Sanyami aboa obi na watimi abie cold store. Wakwa GBC abie cold store. No funny per 5. Now by law, the laws of this country say obi ye adwuma e wo say o make sure say uba fear no social security man no enti sa wo ko register nipa no social security a ba me say o na fa nipa na adwuma ko tompu bani etro katrama Dr. Baumia was sorry I was such a large che we shall large che looking through cameras and lying to Ghanaians
haram
look me who not na what did throw say sorry Ghanino obi kura po security man say hwɛ ne nema so a say me pasrimuni na srimuni we de wo kofri hi a wo say your friend Baumia like father like son look Ghana for muntie nantie yi afi we ye beto aba ye yi okandeni a wo ba badwin Ghana for ho e ba badwin the next generation ho yam bisa ye ho say na wona abodi kan kan no sa wo sore nne na wo kokuma sa na wo tua kasan and na wo tua san. The macroeconomy of this country is what we are going to speak to. We are talking about the macroeconomy. Milk na wo to ne san. Enne wo to ayi mako na ye chichiri san, na ye chichiri san. These are basic. A driver for enkani wo load aha ekwansa wam wo car sino na te san, enne asie te san. Ye this kan nyina look. On the more serious news, yan sorry engineer. Wouldn't him say Ajapa, Mudi Ajapa ba. Yes, munche yo. No knowing that it was a tool to prove this country again. $12 million.
Yendo must spend only.
Would there be so $12 million? Public account committee. Can you imagine this?
I know sinisa.
And anything I message.
Titi, I know sinisa.
MPP for Nana Akufo-Addo in the family. Ani Gabi watch da ko muti se kajeti akro
tete ama Gabi
omunya kase hwesuro ano mututu botom $12 million ya hu baby aska no mutu ya ma hwan consultancy nko a
fantastic
na wura ne chebi transporter obedidi sikasa
but I say menua eye Chris Duga na mada ono abo ashama so as a former MP for eye
buem bia yes any women for nyina
fantastic
dollar
man any alaji afabu
alaji afabu
we will jealously let's jealously protect our votes
na me amenua Chris Dinku so
master
champion and Dr. Anaba also
my brother from a different
honorable lady for Timpani MP nyamishe obi bia say motumeje bre na mohweye COP Bright Udu retired and you may meet
Moga. Last one, brother
man. Come COP.
Minim say what Ajato minya boni. There was in the biam boni di. Inti mi chanu pa no time.
Madam nyina say some ba e oba de na dom ye ne etim kwama wo kina yefia de be say de nsia. E kina yeboja ye e kina MPP ma ye de ene e kina Charles Makati ne kwadwo ye bo a. Mo fo mo nto so mame. Na kina maka MPP asem. Ma mo nyina mo eniti.